It was a crazy game in Tynecastle, but unfortunately the better team lost today. It finished Hearts 3, smelly, unwashed bastards 4. Welcome back, guys. Son of Scotland TV. Celtic have beaten, I wouldn't even use the word beaten, Celtic have luckily crossed the line against Hearts in this match, and I just know what the narrative's going to be. You're going to get Celtic fans complaining about VAR decisions. They're going to say the whole world's against them, and they still came up on top. Well, what about all the fucking luck they got for their goals? Hearts, 3 legit goals. Jens should have been given a second yellow. They won't talk about that, but they won't acknowledge that they got fucking lucky for every single goal, whether it be weird fucking deflections, shite goalkeeping from Craig Gordon, or Toby Sibbick just showing us for the 100th time how fucking useless he is. So, I mean, Celtic were pissed today. You look at half time. Look at half time. Hearts have 10 shots to Celtic's 2. They go in at the break, and Andy Walker makes a comment saying, "Oh, Hearts were just about hanging on." How the fuck were we just about hanging on? Better team, by far the better team, absolutely destroyed Celtic today. Should have won the game, didn't win the game, and it is a fucking joke, man. It's absolutely embarrassing. I cannot believe Hearts have lost that by 4 goals to 3. Fuck VAR, right? You can say, how did we get lucky, right? 2 clear penalties, and we got them both. Jens should have been second yellowed. Right? Celtic are complaining that they didn't get a handball. There's loads of times handballs aren't given. It wasn't a deliberate handball. His hand was still relatively close to his chest. He doesn't fucking mean it. He tried to get his arm out the way. Yeah, it hits his hand, but not every handball's a penalty. Plus, you need to factor in, like, where was the ball going? Was he denying, like, a clear goal-scoring opportunity? Was the ball heading towards the box? Was the ball heading towards a Celtic player who was in a goal-scoring opportunity? You can't just, the ball just can't hit someone's hand and then you go, oh, fucking clear penalty. That's why I turn penalties off in FIFA, right? Because that stuff is bullshit. But, you know, let's talk about the game, right? We were the better team today. I'm not having anyone tell me differently. We kick off. First chance falls to Barry Mackay. He must score it. Janelian Smith down the side. Smith crosses it in. Humphreys tries to control it. He kind of loses control of the ball, but it lands perfectly to Mackay, and he finessed it straight into Joe's hands. Man, must score. By the way, I thought Humphreys was great today. Really good. Unfortunately, he didn't last the full minute. But then we all know what happens when Shankland comes on. So I was sad to see Humphreys go off, but you know, Shankland comes on, scores a hat trick. So what can you say? Then we're on the edge of the box, kind of get a lucky break here. Falls for Snodgrass, takes it round, I believe it was Carter Vickers. And then he's got a great chance to shoot and score, but he runs closer, he dribbles the ball closer to the goal, and all it does is close down his angle, close down the space, and it gives Joe Hart more time to rush out. And he hits the ball straight at Joe Hart. I think Snodgrass has to score this. I think Mackay should have scored the first one. So for me, definitely we should be 2-0 up here. At least take one of them. Give yourselves a 1-0 lead. But we don't. And then Celtic got the part. Luckiest goal ever. You know, Cochrane's showing that he can't fucking defend. I believe it was Maida. Is pushed out wide. He gets a cross in. It comes in low. Craig Gordon's going to catch it. Craig Gordon is down on his knees. He's ready to pick it up. But Keogh slides in. Just about clips the ball. The ball then bounces off the fucking grass and flies over Craig Gordon's head, and James Forrest is waiting for about 4 yards to tap it out. Unbelievably lucky. I mean, Hearts should have been 2-0 up, and then Celtic get this stroke of luck. But they won't talk about that. You know, they won't talk about this undeserved lead. They'll talk about one VAR decision that didn't go their way. Absolute joke. Then we had the disallowed goal. But there was 3 Celtic players in an offside position. Now you can say they weren't interfering with play. I'm going to disagree here. If those 3 Celtic players are if those 3 Celtic players are, you know, being in the box in an offside position, and therefore there's at least 3 Hearts defenders that are having to focus on them, they're taking 3 Hearts players out of the game, even though they're in an offside position. Plus there was some pushing and shoving in the box, and I believe the referee gave it for a foul, not offside. But I don't believe this logic where you're only interfering with play in an offside position if you are somehow like impeding the goalkeeper's sight. Like Celtic had a very, you know, lucky one go for them against Red Bull Leipzig. But if these 3 Celtic players are, if they're interfering with the Hearts defence, then how are they not interfering with play? So I've no complaints with this. I think this is a perfectly ruled offside goal. Now, Celtic can say they were harsh done here, but I don't think so. Then we moved to Humphreys. He has a shot from distance, took a deflection, went into Joe Hart's hands. Pish. Then we Celtic got on the ball, had some really good one-touch passing. Hatate clean through on goal, but Smith comes across, makes a tackle, wins the ball, makes a crucial save. Humphreys goes down injured, he has to come off. Shankland comes on. I mean, it was a great 30 minutes, 35 minutes for Humphreys. Then we get the Hearts penalty, and Devlin and Celtic fans are crying about this online, saying that all the decisions went against them and that Hearts were getting the penalty for a 50-50. 50-50? There's no 50-50 here. Devlin wins the ball, Carter Vickers follows through and takes him out, right? It's a penalty. How the fuck can you deny that, right? Clear penalty. Devlin gets to the ball first. Devlin wins the ball. Carter Vickers follows through, takes out Devlin. That is 100% a penalty. Take your green tinted specs, right? Fucking oil them up and shove them up your hole, right? Because this was a penalty. Hearts score at Shankland 1-1. Then Celtic, like I said, the handball. The ref didn't give it, and you know what? I don't. I mean, either way. If it's given, you're like, fair enough, he's handballed it. But you can see reasons. You can see an argument why you wouldn't give this and why you would give it. To turn around and call it blatant cheating and to make it like, oh, the SPFL's against it. Nonsense. Fucking nonsense, right? It's all about preference, right? Some people don't like. Some people just don't like the handball rule. Some people believe you can handball in the box without it being a penalty, right? I think that's a perfectly reasonable, thought process to have, but apparently not for Celtic fans. Second half, we get Ginnelly crosses it in. Shankland slides in, gets his second goal. Hearts go 2-1 up here. Celtic fans are crying. Andy Walker wants to see offside, and it's nowhere near offside. I mean, Shankland was clearly onside. He's behind Ginnelly. He's behind the ball. He's behind Bernabe. How the fuck can he be offside? It makes no sense. Then Aaron Moy misses a sitter. How he missed this, I will never know. We then had Devlin skying a chance high. Should have done better. Giamacca scores for a corner. Free header. Toby Sibic is fucking pish. If Sibic was any decent at all, he would have followed him, but nah, he just let him run into the 6-yard box and literally get a free header. Then we had a shot for distance from, I believe it might have been Moy. Horrible save here for Craig Gordon. Just parries it right into the middle of the box for a tap in for Maeda. I mean, I love Craig Gordon. Probably my favourite Hearts. Up there. He's definitely up there. He's my top 3 favourite Hearts players of all time. But this was. This was bad today. It's been bad in general, in my opinion, for a while now, for at least a month, 6 weeks maybe. We've got to be honest, right? Craig Gordon didn't have a lot to do today. What saves did Craig Gordon make? I am trying to think of a great save that Craig Gordon made, and we conceded 4. It's not like Celtic pummeled us. It's not like they had chance after chance after chance. Yeah, Craig Gordon didn't have that many good saves to make. And this was a really, really bad save. Then we get another penalty. Again, clear penalty. Jens takes out Devlin. Devlin was fantastic, by the way. Devlin was fucking brilliant today. But Jens is on a yellow here. He should get a second one, but he doesn't. Again, no Celtic fans are going to cry their eyes out about this. No Celtic fans are going to bring this up, even though it's a fucking second yellow card. He should be sent off. The penalty is scored, but there's a bunch of players in the box. Well, first of all, the penalty is actually saved by Joe Hart. Joe Hart saves it. He parries it out, ball falls for Shankland, he tries to score it, he scuffs it, but it lands perfectly for Ginnelly, and Ginnelly taps it in. Now, they were trying to say Ginnelly was offside. He wasn't offside, he was onside, but unfortunately, he was in the box. He wasn't the only player in the box. There were Celtic players that went into the box before Ginnelly, so even if Ginnelly wasn't in the box, this probably would have been retaken again, but is what it is. It gets retaken, Shankland puts it in the middle, 3-3. You're thinking, right, come on Hearts, let's do this, let's go, let's get the winner. Celtic are coming forward, they take a strike, it takes a deflection off somebody and just lands across like the 4 yards out from goal, and Greg Taylor's there to slide in. Not a great goal, not a good goal, not a perfectly worked goal, a lucky as fuck goal. Deflection, ball comes into the 6-yard box, and Greg Taylor for some reason is just there and he slides in and gets the goal, man. Just horrible. Forrest was through, good chance. Could have played multiple players in. Mackay was there, Cochrane was out wide, but Forrest for some reason decides to take a shot and it's blocked, and fuck Alan Forrest for this, should have done better. Abada in the box, 6 yards out, like pretty much 2 minutes to go from time here, swings it, Craig Gordon makes a save. Probably the only save Craig Gordon had to make, and Abada totally misconnected with his shot anyway, so it wasn't even a good save. Then we had a goal scored by Celtic, but it was offside, so again, they're going to say this VAR decision went against them, but I mean, they were offside, so how did it go against you? You were offside. And then we tried launching a few balls up, nothing really happened. And that was it really, so referee blew, finished 4-3. It's a disgrace, man. We were the better team today, we deserved to win today, and you know what, we didn't, and I get it, sometimes the better team doesn't deserve to win. I think there's probably, I look back at the Motherwell game, Motherwell can probably argue they were the better team in that one, but we were more clinical. I don't think today was even a matter of Celtic being more clinical. I don't think they took the chances that they got. It's not like they carved out chances and created chances, right? They were very lucky. I mean, every single goal, it wasn't great play for Celtic, every single goal was avoidable. It was either luck or something really shit for a Hearts player. That's what every single Celtic goal was today. So, I mean, I don't get it. People are making it as if Hearts were hanging on, Hearts were, you know, lucky to be in the game. Hearts were the better team here, right? And you are fucking delusional. You don't know nothing about football if you think otherwise. Celtic got lucky. All 4 goals were lucky. I mean, I give Celtic credit. You know, I've praised Ange all the time. Like, I don't know how many times I've praised Ange and how many times I've said Celtic are good, but you know what? Today they weren't good. They were second best, and they still get the win, but they'll still bitch about VAR. So, I mean, I don't get it. Very fortunate to win the day. Absolutely fucking raging. I'm going to quickly give a run through of the Hearts player ratings that personally I would dish out. I mean, I thought everyone was good today, so I've no complaints. So, well, I say everyone was good. There was a few players that weren't good. Right, Craig Gordon, he is going to get, for me, what's he getting? I'm going to give him a 3. Sorry, Craig, but you can see that 4 goals. You didn't even make one good save, and I mean, one of the goals that you can see that you fucked right up. So yeah, Craig Gordon. I'm not saying he could do anything about the other goals, but the one that he could have done something about was horrendous, and he didn't make any good saves. He made no good saves. So how the fuck can I give him anything higher? He's getting a 3. Smith, I thought Smith was great. The handball or whatever, who cares? I'm not going to penalise him for that. I'm going to give Smith a 7. Civic, terrible for Giamakis' equaliser. He's getting a 4. Kingsley I thought was really good today. I'm going to give Kingsley a 7. I know I would be giving Kingsley and Smith higher, but when you concede 4 goals and you're in the defence, I kind of need to bring it down a bit. Cochrane, you know what? He did show a bit of fight and determination. I'm going to give him I'll give him a 6. Devlin, I'm giving a 9. I thought Devlin was great today. Ginelli was really, really good as well. I'm going to give Ginelli an 8. Keogh was just kind of there. I'll give Keogh a 6. Snodgrass should have scored. I'll give Snodgrass a 6. Barry Mackay, invisible. Barry Mackay is going to get a 4. Humphreys I thought was good till he got taken off. He didn't do a lot wrong, got injured. I would probably give Humphreys I'm going to give Humphreys an 8. I thought Humphreys looked really good today, and I thought if he stayed on, I think he could have caused Celtic problems, but he didn't. Shanklin came on, he got a hat-trick. I don't think Shanklin really, it's going to sound weird, I don't think he done that much, I don't think he influenced the game that much, but he got a hat-trick, so he has to get a 10. I mean, you score 3 goals, you get a hat-trick, you have to get a 10 rating. Alan Forrest came on, in my opinion, done nothing. I'm going to give Forrest, I'll give him a 5. Smith came on, pretty much wasted our last chance, didn't have a lot of time to do anything. He is going to get, I'll give him a fucking 3. And Andy Halliday came on and he just had an average 10 minutes. I'll give Andy Halliday a 5. So there you go, guys, that's my player ratings. Absolutely sick. Probably one of the best performances. I think probably the best performance we've had this season. You know, we were great today. We were just a couple of individuals let us down. Individual moments cost you goals, and yeah, the 4 goals Celtic scored. It was a mix of individual errors and just pure blatant luck. I mean, the first goal and the 4th goal were just so fucking lucky, and the 2nd and 3rd goal, it was, you know, horrible mistake for Craig Gordon and horrible defending for Civic. So there you go. I mean, just unbelievable. We should have been 2-0 up in the first fucking 13 minutes. No fair, but life's no fair. Sucks, and that is it. Fuck Celtic, hate them, bastards. Till next time, peace.